Okay guys, here is where I want to start this documentary. We're on our way to Africa right now. We're on our way to Namibia, actually. I want to find out how my cousins and everybody are doing because I haven't seen them in a long time. So I think that's going to be very interesting for my growth and for this documentary to figure out a little bit how Africa is right now, because it's not the same Africa as I left it over 20 years ago. Baby, we're home.
Well, listen, let's start from the start, because I think it's very important to put things in the context of back in the days, right? So when I came to Sweden, Sweden was a different country, right? It was a different society in a way that it was, especially we black people were seen as, we were a new thing in the country. You know, if you go back 30 years ago, there were places in Sweden where people had never seen a black person for real, right? And there was a little bit still of that when I moved. I'm born 86, okay? So my generation of black dudes that moved to Sweden, we clashed with a generation of guys that were completely different from the Swedish guys that you see today. Okay. Right? They've been raised a different way. For instance, the prevalence of fighting was more of aggressivity and confrontation. It was a thing in their generation. Okay. Yeah, it was a different culture. Mm-hmm. It was really like hockey, punching people in the face in the weekend, and that was it, right? So that was kind of like the kind of generation that I clashed with when I came to the country.
Wow. So just look everywhere, man.
How long since you left her?
It was a long time ago. I haven't seen her maybe in 20 years, something like that. Close to 20 years. Is this Nampala?
Yeah, this is Lucas.
Oh.
This one is coming to Nkatia, and then this one also. This one is Lucas.
Ronata, where is Ronata?
Ronata. In the Lucas is Ronata. We must call Ronata.
Is he here? Ronat is my cousin. I haven't met him in like the longest time, so we're gonna go and say hi to him right now, actually. How old are you?
8.
8 years old. So you're going to school? So what are you learning at school? Math? English?
Yeah, and also Afrikaans.
Afrikaans? You should learn Swedish. Svenska, pratar du svenska? That is, do you speak Swedish? Is it far?
No.
Okay. Say hi to my cousin. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. You are tall. You are tall. Oh my goodness. Come here, brother. Oh my goodness. Good to see you. Shit. You are tall.
Yeah, I'm tall.
Much taller than me?
Yeah.
No. We're the same height. We're the same height.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh my good. I just came. We came yesterday, something like that. We're gonna give Monique some cell phones and everything.
Oh.
But 2 of them I think were stolen because they opened my bag.
Hey.
That's how it is.
What is this?
It's Kanye West. It's Kanye West, man.
Oh, yeah?
It's Kanye. It's Kanye. He inspired me, man. He inspired me. It was a long time, man.
So you just look like Nampala.
No. Do I look like Nampala? I don't look like Nampala. I'm way more handsome.
Yeah?
Way more handsome. This guy, man. Wearing Lacoste. Wow. Check it out, man. Check out the view. So wait, is this also the same, or is it somebody else's house?
Somebody else.
Okay, okay.
Thank you very much.
No, it's fine, brother.
God bless you, man.
God bless you. We're family, bro.
Yeah, I'm
You don't have to worry about it. Soon you're coming to Sweden.
Ne?
Once I become famous and this becomes big, I'll fly you out to Sweden.
You're supposed to do that. I go play my soccer there.
Are you that good at soccer?
Not that good. Good.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Good enough to play for the national.
Now
I think I'm better than you at football.
Now I'm old. Imagine 29.
But I can still play football.
Yeah.
Still. 29. Okay, okay,
I was
okay.
supposed to start while I'm maybe 16.
I understand.
Yeah.
16, then you got the touch.
It's because for them, black people is unknown. No, it doesn't belong to their culture. It's like something new, something that they don't know. So it comes from the innocence. I don't know if you know the root of the racist is, and maybe it's not racist. It's just some kind of fear or yes. But once I think, and I'm thinking about, because the young generations are not like that anymore. But I'm thinking about my grandfathers and everything. You know, once you get, and once you get to know the individuals, they are just individuals, no matter what they are coming from, no matter. And I think in that I'm proud of my country, that I've been in a lot of countries, but I think Spain is the less racist country I have been.
Yeah, well, I've never experienced it when I'm with you.
No.
And I've never experienced it when I'm with any other black person either. But I have experienced it. I've heard people say things when it's only white people in the room. And people express opinions, and you're kind of surprised that they have those opinions. And it's like, it gets very uncomfortable, and sometimes you want to stand up for what you believe in, and you're in a room full of people who may think otherwise. It is a bit sketchy. So for that reason, like when I'm with Ashley and I meet a white person, like I never even know if this person is a racist or not. And it's actually kind of weird because it puts me in a position where I'm kind of skeptical when we meet new people, because I have to kind of feel them out and see what they're about before I trust them. Because you never know who's a racist, like you literally don't.
Exactly, and the thing with Sweden is that people don't think that racism exists in Sweden just because it's such a friendly country, but there's a lot of racism happening behind people's back. As you said, when it's a room of white people, that is when they express opinions.
Yeah, I wouldn't say totally violent, but definitely a lot more aggressive than the guys now. Because when I see the youngsters of the same generation now, it's mostly, they're more mild, right? I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, but it's very, very much less. It's a toned down version of what we live through, right? So it wasn't unusual for me, for instance, to be in the streets and just somebody calling "Opa," you know, through the windshield of their car. Right? Stuff like that happened all the time. You know, it's not like before. Open racism is something very rare nowadays. It's more somewhat insidious when it happens, but not open racism like that. And of course, in the context of sports, that was all the time. You know, you had the public calling you names, you know, imitating apes when you're around, etc., telling you things, throwing things at you. It was all the time. Yeah, but it was good times. Man. It was good times.
The ultimate dream would be to be able to make a living out of traveling and filming and photography.
What is it you want to learn in Africa?
Yeah, I want to travel. I don't know how much I'm gonna learn. I think I'm gonna experience a lot of new stuff. You know, trying to figure out what I want to do.
So my question is more like, what do people say? Because we're not in these rooms, so we don't know. You know, we're excluded from the room, so we don't know what people are saying.
Right.
Yeah. So, like, I've never, only on few occasions, but it's very rare that someone actually like says that they hate someone or anything like that. It's more just ignorant things, such as what you mentioned, and so on. And maybe they'll crack jokes and stuff like that. But also just skepticism towards foreigners in general also. I think a lot of people, they don't really know what to make of it, and yeah, they might express themselves in a not politically correct way, I guess you could say. But I think for most people, there's no hate there. There's just like misinformation and a bit of ignorance, you know.
This is my office. Now, of course, it's a mess, but I'm trying to organize everything. Everything's gotta go. I gotta pack all the computers and just try to take everything up to the attic. Let's see here. It sucks that the whole situation that's happening in the world right now, a lot of people are losing their jobs. I guess I'm one of those people. I remember my first day when I started. Man, I was so nervous. I did not know if I was gonna be good at this job. 3 years later, it's maybe one of the best jobs that I've had. It's a shame that they have to close this place down. Okay, I think I got everything out right now. Try to make it as tidy as I can for the next person.
So, what's the next chapter for you?
It's a great question. I don't know.
I grew up in a place where I grew up. I'm white. I look white. When I got tan, I don't get tan. I get pink. And I grew up in an island where everybody's so tan, everybody's so brown, and so everybody was laughing at me all the time because of my skin. Oh, white guy, the sun is free, man. The sun is free. Fucker. So yes, and I remember I had 10 years old and I cried. I cried coming back home. I once even put like this cream that makes you become tanner, that come in the magazines. I took the cream of my mother magazine and it got worse. You know, I become a dalmata. You know, I have like dirty things, dirty brown things in my body. It was horrible.